Hello there, fellow humans, and welcome to this video. And today we'll talk about the Jtiger 8.8 because it's in the shop right now, and for some reason the Jtiger 8.8 has a 10.5cm gun. But let's take a look at it first. 30 days of premium, 500k crits, that's a nice bonus. You also have the times 5 XP, which are useless because you can only use them on the tank. You can, however, get some extra free XP and crew XP via that as well, which is quite decent. So you also get the boosters, which is nice, and you get it fully equipped. You also get a pointless avatar, because why the hell not? And then obviously the main prize is the Jtiger 8 itself. The bundle for 5.5k is quite a good value for its money. However, it is very specific for whom it is a good value for the money, because obviously it is a tank destroyer. It isn't very fast, it isn't very armored, it is all about the gun. 3,500 DPM, 350 alpha damage, very good accuracy. A gun turn limit isn't very good. The speed is, well, it's not turtle level, but it is way better than a turtle in the TS5. So in terms of tier 8 slow tank destroyer, this is pretty much the best one that you can get, and it's also a lot cheaper than turtle or the TS5. So this is, in that sense, a very, very good deal. Obviously, only if you like tank destroyers. This is how I got it equipped. Pretty much standard, as always. You can use the improved assembly, but I just picked the enhanced armor because why not? So basically, if you're a tank destroyer enjoyer, this is a tank for you. If you aren't, then it is not. And if you are a MarTimator enjoyer, then don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe become a member to help out as well. So let's play the Jtiger. So let's get into it. And I've already said it earlier that the armor and the speed isn't that great. And as you can see, the speed, it goes up to 25 quite easily, but then it just bottoms out and nothing happens. So the speed is not very nice. The armor of it against tier 7s is very effective, but against tier 8s and tier 9s, you don't really have much besides plot armor that occasionally bounces some things here and there, which I guess can be quite decent, but still it is not great. The main thing of this tank is obviously the gun. 3,500 DPM, which is just, I think, the highest DPM in tier 8 if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure though. So no one is going to be able to challenge you on that front. You also have 350 alpha damage, which is quite nice to trade stuff. It isn't like an ISU or something like that has massive alpha damage and massive penetration. Penetration on this thing is quite mediocre at 235. So that is something that you definitely have to watch out for. And I'd say it is a tank for the people that like this kind of tank, but it isn't for everyone. And it is a good deal, but in the end, you know, you gotta know if you want this thing or not. I'd say it's a good price. It's a good tank for its type, but other than that, I really wouldn't say much more about it because I personally don't like it. It's way too slow for me. It doesn't have a turret, which is must-have in my eyes. Also, must-have would be a team, but guess not. I'm gonna have to back out here and die. But in that time, that was not even 2 minutes. I did 2,000 damage, so you can see what this tank is capable of. But to not let you hanging on such a disappointing game, I'd say let's play another one. So let's get into the second battle here. Hopefully it's going to be better. It's a tier 7 battle, which is nice because in a tier 7 battle you have some armor against the tier 7s. You have 3.5k DPM, which means tier 7s are going to get absolutely wrecked, which is quite nice about this tank. Obviously in a tier 9 battle you have to be a lot more careful, which is the case for pretty much any tank, but especially for a tank like this. Now, the problem is, obviously, it don't got a turret, and that is very bad. That is very, very bad that it doesn't have a turret. However, turn speed is quite nice. That does work in his favor. So basically, in the end, if you like tank destroyers, if you like slow tank destroyers, this is the best tier 8 tank destroyer of that type you can get. I think the best tier 8 tank destroyer overall is probably the Scorpion G, just because it's actually faster and has a turret. But it is a very good choice, and it's also a very cheap choice for 5.5k. So if you like this kind of tank, that can be a very good thing for you. Just not for me, because everyone has their personal preferences, and if you don't like tank destroyers, you're not going to like this one. That is fairly obvious, I hope. But if you do like them, this can be a very good tank to make crits with, because obviously with 3.5k damage DPM, you have a big amount of time and chances to do damage and to get crits, which is what premium tanks are about. They're to have fun and make crates, basically. Those two things. And if you like tank destroyers, then it can certainly deliver that. Obviously, the penetration, yeah, I don't know, it's not great. You're gonna struggle sometimes with that, but that does happen. Okay. Yeah, the FV is already dead, mate. No worries. But yeah, turn speed, very good. As you can see, you can snapshot as well because the accuracy is amazing. Armor, not so much. Now, obviously, you could camp in this thing, but that's just not how I play. I just don't care. I'd rather play aggressive and actually try to decide the game. Which is, if you're a player like that, if you actually want to decide the game, rather than sit at the back, it's not going to go too well for you, because obviously you can't play too aggressive in this thing, even if you try. It's got to be measured. But let's see, can we take another one? Nope, can't. Okay, 2.5k, that's not too bad. Again, 3 minutes, barely. And he's looking at me, so I gotta be careful here. I guess should be fine after all. I'm only 30 HP. It's also a very big tank, so you're gonna get spotted quite easily, which is not very good for a tank destroyer. But hey, who cares? I guess if you play aggressive, you don't have to worry about camera raying. Ha! It's that simple. You know, use that big brain. Use that absolute big brain, and use that like button as well if you haven't already. God damn. Okay. They're both sitting down there. That is quite not good for me because I want to have some more damage, hopefully. But ideally, they're gonna stick out. I'm gonna take a blind shot here because, like, never mind. Accuracy is great, but that doesn't mean you're gonna hit every shot. Oh, that didn't hit because obviously, if you see the ground splash, you didn't hit. It's quite a nice way of finding out whether your blind shot hit or not. You should definitely know that as well. Okay, he's hiding, they're both hiding. I'm very slow, I don't have hit points. There's never a good combination for such a thing. But nonetheless, I don't care much. So, it's time to push. I hope the Brighetto is going to distract them enough. And then we could maybe get some more damage here. That would be very nice. Now the SU's... Yeah. Nope, he's dead. He's definitely dead. Yep, they're both dead. I hate this. You know, when you could do damage, but you're just too slow and too immobile to do it. Which is... I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of this tank, but nonetheless, if you like this kind of tank, it can be a very good deal for you. It is a good deal for a pretty good tank, for a tank destroyer. And also, it is a very, very great tank for burning games. The farm credits there, so that's an added bonus. So basically, to sum up, if you want it, if you think that you're going to do well with it, get it. But if you're not a tank destroyer player, if you're not sure about buying it, yes or no, wait until Black Friday. There's going to be better offers there. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you for the next one. Goodbye.